you taking a video with Grandma and Grandpa this time?
Yeah, look.
Where's Olivia?
We're all together.
Hey, Pop. Yeah.
I don't even
Except
know
the
if
third
she's
will
in
be
there.
on the way.
So we bought this piece of property here on Hazelwood with the idea that we would build a house here, live here in Michigan. We're 2 years into the project and we still don't have a house yet.
My parents have been in Michigan for 2 years at this point and they don't have a house. So we need to rectify that. Last summer, my sisters came out and helped them a ton with the barn, which is done for the most part. And they also got their footing started. Like they were ready to pour practically. But when we started to build our house, my dad jumped ship and came over to our property and just was at our property pretty much every single day. So his footings never got poured. They sat all winter. At this point, we need to go back and clean up all of the footings and also take out all the lovely plants. I mean, it's kind of like gardening, right?
I thought this was sand, not gravel. Yeah. I'm digging through more rocks than I am sand.
After all the cleaning gets done, Dad and Kyle will just go back and make sure everything's where it should be.
You want it to be on the outside of that.
You want to be like that?
No, I just was saying, wherever you want the stake to be. If the string was in line with that face of the stick, you know, the big one, make it in line with that face of it, and then it will be. And that's
tap that thing.
okay.
What is that?
That's a flag.
You show them how to put it in the ground? That's it?
Yep.
Wow.
Ta-da!
Ta-da. You're pretty good at putting flags in the ground.
From this wall to that next wall this way, what percentage of that distance is? So that distance is 26 feet.
This is 26.
26. 26. Move that nail 3 inches this way, and then let's go do the same thing over there.
Okay.
That looks pretty dead on.
I mean, if it's not, it's close enough.
Yeah, totally close enough. Good.
So just that one now.
Again, this is not a how-to video. This is a how we did video.
It'll be a hair on the square. Squarezoid, right?
Squarezoid.
Just the footings.
It won't affect the rest of the house.
To put stuff on the sides of these steps to keep the concrete from coming out. We have a few more places to put plywood, and then we have vertical that's going to be coming all the way there, up, there, and up, and then.
And then pour.
Yes.
You want to cut a few rebar?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So the next part of the process is to take these long pieces of rebar and cut them into short sticks. Each of these sticks will have a hook at the bottom, which will help it hold in the footing. Time to take our shirts off and get to work.
Dad bod, not dad bod.
Oh, this is
What do you mean?
You and your mom have to be sitting on chairs eating popcorn, watching this.
I feel like that's like, isn't that too theatrical?
No!
All kidding aside, it was a bit of a job cutting all those pieces of rebar, we need to 1 every foot as we went around the perimeter of the building. So there were an awful lot to cut. Kyle and I took turns cutting the bar and then bending the bar. We'd then take them down in batches and stab them into the ground next to where they needed to go, so that we knew how many we needed and how many we actually had on hand. That way also on the day of the pour, they'd be handy and close by to where they needed to be. At the end of the process, you can see along the footings, we've got rebar stabbed in everywhere. We're ready for the pour, or at least almost ready. Boy, that water sure looks tempting. I know it's not summer yet, but man, I just want to go down there and jump in.
Tomorrow's the day. We're going to be pouring their footings. The guys are just down in the pit bracing the stair steps for the garage.
Hat on or how?
Hat on.
Well, we're getting excited about getting ready for the pour. Just trying to do some things today to get buttoned up, get some of these steps a little bit more supported so that we don't have any issues with concrete blowouts tomorrow. Everything's actually really close to being done other than just a little bit of supporting. And we had the concrete company come out today, check out the job, make sure that their trucks weren't going to get stuck. They're all real happy, so we're just getting ready for them tomorrow. Looking forward to an afternoon pour.
Dad's always been a fan of concrete.
Well, actually, I just love getting out of the hole, because then you transition from something that's irregular, the ground, to something that's square you can build off of. And I'm not much of a concrete guy, so when you actually get to the point where you're starting to go into wood, that's when I know I'm home free, because I can do everything after that.
We spent the final day of preparation just going around and making sure that we had the forms well supported with dirt. In this case, we had a couple small steps that we still had to clean out and then install the end on the step to hold the concrete through the transition.
Well, it's a beautiful morning here in Michigan, and we've got trucks coming in a couple hours. We've got a pump truck and I think 4 concrete trucks coming to pour footers.
Pretty crazy, today's pour day. Dad just went to go meet, Dad went to go and try to see if he can help the trucks find their way.
Love you.
Hey, it's concrete day. We got the pump truck here. You setting up. He'll be ready to go in about 5 minutes. We got a couple trucks full of concrete. There should be 4, I think, in total. We're ready to pour these forms and get it on.
That thing goes way up there. That's pretty cool.
After the first concrete truck emptied its load into the pump truck, we talked to the second concrete truck driver and asked him to give us a little bit stiffer of a mix so that we could put into the steps here, and it would set up a little bit better, not be quite so runny. So we took some time out in the process and poured the steps and let them use that drier mud.
We're looking for people to work because not many people want to work these days. Sad to say. I think we have to hire 4 people before we actually get one to stay. This is the easy part, but when you actually run line through the base,
It's hard work.
it's hard work. They don't. It's for the birds, as they say.
This works up any appetite.
Don't touch. Brandon. Dude. Okay. Hmm? Wow. Nope. That's not the kind of mud fight I want to be in. Positive. Hey!
I did that for a shot.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Even though the trucks were gone, there was still a lot to do. We had to go around and just jab all those rebar sticks in at the right location.
Thankfully all the rebar got put in before it got too hard. It was close though, it got really difficult. They had to use hammers.
Solid.
Way easier to walk on. These are sidewalks.
Just a foot thick.
Yeah.
Sidewalks for a house.
Someday there may be a house here, but for today it's just sidewalks.
Just sidewalks. Dang, Dad.
What do you think?
I mean, it got done.
It did.
So next is lane tracks. But they've got a...
Lane track and laying the first 1 or 2 courses of styrofoam.
Woo!
Styrofoam blocks.
That's exciting.
That'd be cool.
Yep. I think a hot shower and maybe a night's rest will be what happens first, right?
Maybe.
Well, it had been a long day and we were all exhausted. But a good night's sleep allowed us to get up the next morning and get to work. There's definitely some next steps that have to happen right away.
He got excited and started putting up his walls. The day after he poured his footings, he is working on his walls. It looks so good, Dad. I know it's just a start, but it is so cool.
Well, that's where we're going to leave it for this video. In upcoming videos, obviously we're going to be putting walls up and pouring concrete walls, but we've got a few other things that we've been working on the side. We may just take a pause on the house and actually show you a couple of these other things. As always, hey, just appreciate you guys. Thanks, and God bless.